travel with me. Hey fellow humans, Mina here. Welcome back to another walk and talk. Today we're gonna talk, mostly gush, about my favorite author, Rachel Vincent. Y'all probably heard of her by now if you watched my videos for a bit. I mention her a lot. She's always in my favorite books of the year or any book tag related content. She's my all-time favorite author. There's a reason she's an auto-buy. My mom got me every year for Christmas. She'd always buy me a book, and she'd just pick a book up random that she think I'd like, and usually she's pretty spot on. And 1 year ago, I think it was 2014, probably earlier than that. Can I cross here without getting hit? We can. Let's go. Don't want to get hit. That would suck. No, we're good. We're good. I thought he got it though. Okay. Anyway, she picked out the first book in the Soul Screamers series, and that was my first introduction into Rachel Vincent. I think that was her second series, I devoured that book and found out there was more, so I had to order all of them immediately, and I devoured all of them. And oh my god, the twists and the things she does to her, I can't say in this video in case you want to read, but she does things to the characters that are permanent, and it's just, I don't know, it just blew my mind. And she doesn't just do that in this series either. This was a young adult series. It's about banshees, and when people are about to die, they scream bloody murder. And there's also not debt collectors. There's a term for them, reapers, soul reapers, and she falls in love with one of them, and it's just, oh my god, it's such a good series. I can't recommend Soul Screamers enough. The Soul Screamers is the series name. I can't remember the individual book names because I read them in big, thick omnibus versions. So 3 books per one. But I mean, some of them are My Soul to Take, My Soul to Steal, My Soul to something, give or take that line. But yeah, if you're into young adult and mythical things, and just really, really, really good writing and such amazing story, and I pick up the Soul Screamer series by Rachel Vincent. And the next series that I got into was actually her first series. I believe it was her debut novel, and there's 5 or 6 of them right now. I can't remember. I'm actually rereading that series right now for the first time since I read it many moons ago. It's the Shifters series. So I do know that the first book, since I just finished it, is called Stray. Shit, is it called Stray? Anyways, there's Stray, Alpha, Rogue, Pride. Anyway, it's essentially about werecats. And y'all know me, I love me some cats. And there's some other shifters as the series go along, like Bruins, which are people who turn into bears, or Thunderbirds, people who turn into big giant birds. And each book gets more in depth, the world and the characters. And if you want a badass, strong female lead, this is the book for you, the book series for you. This one's an adult, by the way. She writes all genres, young adult, multiple different genres. This one's obviously urban fantasy kind of deal. And it's really good. I forgot how much I enjoyed this series because I'm rereading it now. I'm reading the second book, Rogue, right now. And she also has a bunch of self-published spin-offs. There's 3 of them, and I have them signed. So there's that. So this series just keeps going. I love that. And then got a duology. Now I kind of always mix up the names or mix up the wording of the names, so I could be wrong. If I remember, I'm going to put the correct picture up here. But she's got a duology. The stars never rise, the flame never dies, or something like that. One of them, it could be mixed up the title, which could also switch which one comes first. But either way, it's about Exorcist, but not the Exorcist the way we think of today. It's in the future. Souls have run out, and so you can't be, in order to be, you can be born, but you're born without a soul, and someone has to donate your soul to the person, and if you don't, you just die because you don't have a soul. And then there's demons, literal demons, and these exorcists, the real exorcist can just like exorcise them, but turns out all the church's exorcists, which are fake, are not only fake, but they're demons. What? So I guess that's a spoiler, sorry. But yeah, I think that wasn't a young adult. She also released, I think this was an adult. I don't remember this one too much because I read this one years ago on my phone. I do want to own the physical copies of these ones, but it's a trilogy if I remember correctly. I think it's called the Unbound series. Oathbound, Bloodbound, and something. I could be wrong on the names. I'll have to, if I remember, I'll plop a picture up here. But I don't remember too much. I just remember it was really good. And it seems like one of her forgotten works, if people talk about her. From what I remember, can I cross here? Yeah, I can cross. Road's tiny anyway. From what I remember, this one's an adult book, urban fantasy, if I recall. People are born with like some special, or maybe not everyone, but some have special abilities. Like if the main character of this book was able to walk through shadows, so like if I see a shadow over there, I could walk through this shadow and appear in another shadow elsewhere. So, and there was other abilities, but I don't remember them. I really want to get back into that series though, because it was really good. I remember really enjoying it, but I can't gush about it too much because I don't remember it very well, because I read this years ago. But I need to buy the physical books so I can just tear them apart, but in a good way. But yeah, oh, and my second all-time favorite series of hers, I actually just reread these last year, which I have all three signed. It's a trilogy, adult, fantasy, I guess. I don't really know what category to put this one in, but it's dark, very dark, and it's the Menagerie series. Oh my god. Again, like the Soul Scriptures, the things she puts her characters through, and then how it ends, I can't say because it's a spoiler. Major spoilers. But oh my god, the things that happen, and so, some of it's really dark, guys, but it's so good. It's so well written, especially that first book. You feel like you're trapped. It's about like this main character. She's human. Well, yes and no. Read to find out. And she ends up. The cryptids are real, like griffins and minotaurs and werewolves and all that stuff. And they're all being put. Most of them. There was once a reaping, they call it, where there was like all of them like took over. I'm not very good at explaining this and doing a very good job at selling this, but the reaping happened. All these human children got shanked essentially, and so instead of coexisting with the cryptids, some of them are humanoid, like like the shifters. They can look human, but they're like essentially property. They have no rights whatever, and so they're in a menagerie at this one specific spot. We're just not going to get hit by this car. We're going to go around it. And but the main character kind of does a thing and exposes herself. She's still human, but not completely. You have to read to find out. And so she's now no longer considered human, and she's stuck in a cage, and you just feel the like the thing she goes through, like you feel is dehumanized and like hopeless. And I mean, that doesn't sound very fun, but I'm telling you, reading is an escapism kind of thing. So I read to experience things I don't want to experience in real life, and Vincent really does a good job at that. So she's in the thing, and then they're planning to get out, and there's fae and minotaurs and oracles and it's just had sirens, and it's just such a really good story. Please go read the synopsis to all these books. I'll leave the title of the books, of all our books that I'm mentioning, if I remember, in the description, so you can go check them out. But like the blurb will do a better job at describing. But yeah, so there's that. She has a couple of other young adult ones. One of them's a found family one. This is a solo book. No One Lives Alone. It's a found family book. Really, really touching. I love that one. Then there's another, which I have signed. Actually, I have most of her books signed. I've never met her. I would love to. But there's a website you're able to go through a local bookstore and purchase signed books, and then she mails them to you. But yeah, there was a Red Riding Hood retelling called The Red Wolf. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. Not my favorite of her reads. Maybe because I'm not a huge Red Riding Hood fan, but it is very pretty, the cover, and still a good read. What other series? Oh, she's got like some stuff that are in the real world. There was 99 Hours, and then the sequel, 99 Lies. Like each took place over an hour. That was like a young adult, the jungle captive situation thing. I'm not very good at describing these awesome books, by the way. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of selling them. So again, go check them out if they even remotely sound interesting. And then trying to think of all the books I have, because I own every single book she has, whether physical or on ebook. And then Living Dead Girl, she came out last year. That one's urban fantasy adult. She self-published that one, but I believe, if I remember correctly, because I read like a metric shit ton of books last year, and that was one of the first I read. I believe that one ended on sort of a cliffhanger, so I hope that, it'll come out with a sequel or something, because we want to know more. And what was the other one I really enjoyed? I didn't think I was going to, but I picked it up because it was Rachel Vincent, and it turned out to be one of my favorite reads of that year. Every Single Lie, which is also signed. Very, very good. It's about this teen girl who finds a dead baby in a locker room, and everyone thinks it's hers, even though it's not. And they're trying to figure out whose it is, and all this stuff. It's just really well done. She's a masterful writer. There's a reason she's a New York Times best-selling author. And ignore this loud sound, but I probably showed this before, but this place sells like old school VHSs and radios and shit, and I don't know how they're still in business. Like, so many places come and go very fast here, but that place that sells out-of-date equipment is still kicking strong. I guess there's a market for it. Yeah. So, anyway, have you guys heard of Rachel Vincent before this video? Not through me mentioning her before. Let me know down below, and if you have, what book is your favorite? There's probably more I might have forgotten to mention, because she's got a shit ton of books, man. But those are all the ones that I currently own and that I remember off the top of my head. I don't usually talk about books and walk because I like to show the books, but we're just gonna flash books on the screen because I wanted to do a walk and talk. So yeah, do any of these books pique your interest? Which one? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to talk Rachel Vincent with people, especially if someone ever read Soul Screamers. I still need to talk about it, but no one's read it that I know of, and I just need to discuss that ending. I can't, and that's because of that book is how I know Soren's my soul kitty. Put it at that. But yeah, anyway, that's all I gotta say for now. Hope y'all had a very good holiday season. I very much did. So, yeah. Anywho, that's all I gotta say. If you want to keep hearing more about stuff, be sure to follow me on all your favorite socials. Links below. Stay safe and take care. And bye. Sorry. Love you, Soren.